What's good? Gang, it's your boy Lil Bands back another reaction, and today we got this video made by Hip Hop Daily from K-Flock's cousin to Crash Out. Dthang Jesus cooked. I'm not gonna lie, he is cooked. It could have been worse. He could have been a one-hit wonder. I think people who never had a mega hit but have a lot of songs that went viral that stack on top of each other, they have a better catalog and have more of a fan base than one-hit wonders. You know what I'm saying? So at least people are just disappointed in him. People just thought better of him than what he is doing now. It could have been worse. He was a one-hit wonder. Nobody really cares about you as a person. Nobody cares about your music. They just know that one song you got. That's tough. That would be worse. Like, think of all the one-hit wonders. Zay Hilfiger. You don't even know who that is. That's the dude that made Juju on the Beat. That's all you know. He the Juju on the Beat kid. You got the dude that made Whip Nene, Silento. Y'all don't know him because of Silento. Y'all know him because Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nene. And now, some of y'all know him, not everybody, but some of y'all know him because he also crashed out and killed one of his own family members, and now he's in jail. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, one-hit wonders have it worse, in my opinion, because they don't have a fan base. They just have people that know that one song. That's genuinely tough. I feel bad for those types. Dthang, his stuff is kind of sad to witness too, because he was the most popular rapper in New York, and now literally nobody cares about him dropping music. That's tough. He had his last chance, bro. It's cooked. Now, I heard something recently. He on that melodic stuff now. I must say, bro, I heard on Instagram, the Instagram snippet, he could just keep it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. With all due respect, of course, just keep it. We don't want to hear that no more. I'm gonna say something else too I want to say, but I'm gonna just get to the video because I already been yapping for too long. I'm gonna do y'all a favor because I can get to yapping about a lot of stuff I want to say.
Dthang was one of the hottest rappers in the Bronx drill wave and got locked up on a crazy gang indictment. Then he came home but couldn't stay out of jail. And today we're breaking down how he went from having connections with billionaires to crashing out in Miami and throwing it all away.
I didn't know he had connections with billionaires.
Dthang and K-Flock's beef was making headlines all over the place when they were popping off in the drill scene. And one of the wildest things about the beef is that Dthang and K-Flock have blood ties. They're cousins on Flock's dad's side. And on the track Is You Ready?, Flock dissed Dthang and rapped, "Go ask my ops, it get ugly. I could do shh like Ice did Sonny. Think I'm lacking? That nigga a dummy. He think I'm a rapper? He think this shit funny." K-Flock's mom is Dthang's auntie, and after Is You Ready dropped, Dthang said he was ready to kill her over the beef too.
Can't wait to see auntie now. Huh.
Hold on, he really said this? I ain't never heard this before.
He was ready to kill her over the beef
ready
too.
To kill her over
Can't wait
the
to
beef.
see auntie now. Huh. Just gonna learn today, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all niggas stop playing with me, bro. Gangsta, bro.
And on the track Talk Facts, Dthang sent shots at K-Flock and rapped, "They know RPT niggas be on that shit. And I'm trying to pack me a OY. I still be searching for Jiggies. Family first, so we see the Flockers. The Charlie don't hit without Benji." It's like, how many dead niggas do y'all got? Benji was allegedly killed because he was dissing Dthang's homie Wu Lottie. And K-Flock dissed Wu on the track War Part 2 and raps, "You ran on Wu Lottie, get back. Like, he gon' cap for this app. Like, I ain't walking in his peas. Let it clap." Wu Lottie and Dthang were really tight. But in 2020, Wu Lottie and some other YG's affiliates tried to slide on the OYs and the situation went left. A bunch of OYs hopped out of a whip and started chasing them down. And Wu Lottie tripped and fell. The rest of the YGs kept running though.
That's such an iconic, disturbing video, bro.
Dthang's beef with K-Flock put him in the spotlight. And he got even more shine for his On The Radar freestyle and ran up over 20 million views. But after Dthang got locked up in 2022 and spent a couple of years in prison, the fall off was crazy for him.
Yeah.
Dthang lost all the momentum he made in the drill scene. So he allegedly had to fall back on hustling in the trenches because he wasn't making any money in the rap game. Then in June 2025, Dthang got booked in Miami on a gun case.
Dang.
Catching a gun case when you're already a felon isn't good news.
Yeah, that's bad.
Dthang was lucky it happened just a couple of months after his parole ended instead of while he was still on parole. The state wanted the judge to set the bond at $25K minimum, but the judge took it easy on him and set it at $15K instead.
Set bond at $15,000.
That meant Dthang would only have to put up $1,500 to get out on bail. But apparently, Dthang's pockets are pretty light right now because he spent a few days in jail before he could post a bond.
See, this is the issue. A lot of rappers, they want to look flashy. They want to flex. Never forget, Dthang was talking so much about having all the money in the world. And now his pockets are looking hefty. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got the money like he had it at one point when it came out. Because instead of investing it, instead of trying to build something and trying to make more money for the future, in case of times like this, instead they want to spend all the money on cars, jewelry, at the strip club. That's the issue. That's why when rappers fall off, they go broke. That's the reason why. I can respect Fetty Wap fall off and him spending all this money because he spent his money on his family. Now, I'm not gonna say he should have did that. That was also pretty dumb, but it's more respectable that you spent your money on your family to help make sure they good versus you spending the money on females, you know what I'm saying, at the strip club, liquor all the time. You feel what I'm saying? Cars, chains. But you better start pawning some of them chains, my guy. I ain't gonna lie. At this point, because he had all the money in the world, all the motion, and 15,000 to him was a lot. That's crazy, bro. The fact that the type of money he had before is crazy. Honestly, bro, it's crazy. And he should never sign that label too.
But his career was still falling off. He only dropped one track a couple of months after he got booked in Miami, and the track didn't come close to touching the numbers that his old music used to hit. Then in September 2025, Dthang got booked again in Miami.
Dang.
Cops caught him with over 20 grams of weed and cocaine.
That
What made the
cocaine
situation
too?
even worse
Y'all
is that
still
he's
got
fighting the
cocaine
gun
on
case he
y'all?
caught in June 2025. And what made the situation even worse in Miami? The cops caught him with over 20 grams of weed and cocaine. And what made the situation even worse is that he's still fighting the gun case he caught in June 2025.
That's another thing. He a drug addict, bro. Not only spending money on these on jewelry and all that type of stuff, he's spending on cocaine too and weed. Drug addicts, bro.
Dthang was already facing a 15-year sentence on the gun charge before he got booked again. Most felony gun cases
That gotta be a
only
little
catch
more
you 3 to
smart than
5
that.
years in prison. But since Dthang already served time on a gang indictment, the judge might hit him with more years. The drug charges aren't gonna help his case either. And a lot of people are wondering how Dthang fell off so hard since he tapped in with billionaires. After Dthang came home from prison in 2024,
He got too comfortable, bro.
French Montana gave him a Coke Boys chain, and rumors were flying that Dthang got a record deal and $1 million from French Montana. But when Dthang did an interview with DJ Academics, he said that he didn't actually have a deal with French Montana.
Nah, bro. Shout out to my son French though. Nah.
Dthang said the Coke Boys chain was just a gift from French Montana, and he told DJ Academics he was the one signing people. Everyone knew that Dthang
he was the one
falling off,
signing people.
but he tried to act like all the major labels were begging him to sign with them. And according to Dthang, he would need $5 million before he even thought about making the deal.
I need like 5 right now. That's how I feel it.
5 M's?
5 right now. Check it out right now.
It looks like Dthang was capping about all that though, and really
DJ
does have some kind
Academics
of deal
is
with French
funny,
Montana. French
Oh, he
Montana's
did?
Coke. Dthang
See, I
was capping
thought
about
so.
all
I
that,
thought
though.
so.
It really does have some kind of deal with French Montana. French Montana's Coke Boy Records label is
And this is why his music is trash. Now, I'm blaming this on French Montana. He listening to it and saying, that's fire. But any normal person would know it's garbage. Garbage. Everyone would
listed
know
in the
that.
credits for everything.
But his
Dthang
ears
has
are
put up
word
on Spotify
made it a
since
little
late
different though.
2023.
French Montana.
It's not clear what kind of deal they have going on behind the scenes. Nobody knows why Dthang will be capping about his ties to French Montana's label though. French Montana came up in the Bronx like Dthang, and now he's about to marry the Princess of Dubai, who's allegedly worth over $1 billion.
Dang.
Dthang did the interview with DJ Academics. He kept on talking about how rich he is.
I'm rich now, bro. That's all I know. Like, I'm rich. Like, a millionaire, bro. That's all I know, bro. That's all I know, bro.
He said he's a millionaire now and was able to buy a crib for his mom and his own crib. But some sources claim that's all cap because Dthang didn't have any momentum when he came home from prison in 2024. If you're a millionaire, then you're not going to rely on a public defender to fight your cases. But that's exactly what happened to Dthang after he got booked for the second time in Miami. You don't have to spend millions to get a good lawyer, especially if you're not fighting something like murder. But
See, the thing is, he probably was low-key. He probably did low-key have $1 million when he came back. He probably did. But since you know, a lot of rappers, and I'm assuming this could be the case for him too, he blew it all the way. I'm just saying, bro. That could be a possibility if he had the million in the first place. That's more than likely the case, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He blew it
Dthang
all the way.
apparently couldn't afford to hire anybody to defend the case, so he's having to use a public defender from Florida. Dthang was bragging about being a millionaire in 2024, but rumors say he got addicted to drugs, and that's why he's allegedly backdooring his own homies for their ice.
Dang.
In 2025, Dthang got called out by a YG's affiliate named Lefty G's. Lefty
Dang.
was really active back in the day.
Oh yeah, we already
Then
know
he got
about
shot
that.
in
We
the
already know
back,
about that.
Ended up in a wheelchair because he's paralyzed from the waist down.
The fact he
Dthang
did this
and
to
another
him of
YG's
all people
affiliate
though.
named BG allegedly robbed Lefty and took
And we already know that man Lefty G's apparently gets so active, even in the wheelchair, he still be spent on the ops. Allegedly. That's what I heard.
his watch.
He wildin',
BG
bro.
started flexing it on IG. According to Lefty, the watch got stolen while Lefty was in the bathroom, and he would have killed BG if he tried to take it in front of him. BG clapped back and was flexing Lefty's watch again. So Lefty told BG that he could wear it to his own funeral. Then Lefty said that Dthang and BG were both smoking K2. K2 can really fry your brain. And a video came out that allegedly showed BG tweaking out off K2 in the middle
Oh
of the
my
street.
God.
Lefty kept airing Dthang
Yeah, I
out
forgot
and said
about
he was
this,
gonna get
bro.
all of his homies killed if he didn't fix up how he's moving. While Dthang was locked up, a video came out where he was allegedly screaming for his CEO to come save him.
We
because
already
somebody
know
came
about
at him
that
with
too,
a knife.
bro.
Nigga say, yeah, bang it down. Nigga, yeah, nigga, call for the CO, nigga. Call for the CO, nigga. BYDK, nigga, big dog G's, nigga.
And after Lefty started beefing with Dthang, Lefty said he wanted to link up with the dude who allegedly sliced up Dthang. Dthang made it clear he was still rocking with BG after that and said he was never gonna leave his side. So Lefty reposted it and said that Dthang had been hiding out in Miami because the last time he was in New York, he almost got his chain snatched off his neck. Dthang was getting clowned for being broke and strung out on drugs. And that might be why he
Man.
hasn't been seen around French Montana in a while. It seemed like they were really tapped in. And even Lefty G said that French gave Dthang a deal. But if you're addicted to drugs and snaking your own homies, a dude like French Montana probably isn't gonna keep you around. What makes the situation
Yeah, that
even
is
worse for
true.
Dthang is that
If
he
you
really
snaking
fumbled
your
the
own
accused bag
man,
in
you might try to
2022.
snake me too.
Cops have been trying to take down the YGs for years already. Back in 2014, the cops booked 20 dudes from the YGs and said they were one of the most dangerous crews in the city. Back then, a dude named Meme was running the crew, but Meme wasn't just calling the shots, and he ended up going down for killing 2 cab drivers. The rest of the crew were allegedly catching bodies too. But one of the biggest things that took them down was because they kept selling drugs to undercover cops. The 2014 indictment
What?
took a lot of OGs out of the hood, but the
I'm
YGs
sorry,
didn't
what?
sit down at all. So the cops hit the crew with a massive 65-count indictment for conspiracy to commit murder, attempted murder, and way more in 2022. The cops even charged the YGs with animal cruelty because they killed a pigeon while
I
they
ain't
were
know
on
there was
Facebook
some
Live.
drugs to
Dthang
undercover
already had
cops,
cases
bro.
on his record too.
That's crazy.
In 2021, he got booked after the cops pulled him over and found him with a gun that had the serial number scratched off. It's not clear what happened with that case, but Dthang got sentenced to 3 to 5 years after the cops hit the YGs with the indictment in 2022. Dthang came home in 2024 and still has some shine on his name at that point. He dropped some tracks that hit over 1 million views
Yeah.
and said he was gonna save Bronx
Well
Drill.
over a
Plus,
million.
Dthang was
actually.
linking up with
Some of
rappers
them.
from outside the city like Bono 1700, and it looked like he was gonna keep the momentum going. That's not how it went down though. And
Nope.
Dthang ended up falling off completely. Some people say he just
Bro,
missed the
he-
wave.
he
He was
shoulda-
locked up for a couple of years,
Look.
but other sources claim
He should have never dropped Cha Cha. That was the beginning of his downfall. A lot of people been saying his songs was mid even before then. People been saying that it was mid even before then. But I almost can guarantee you, if he would have never dropped Cha Cha with French Montana, if he never dropped that trash song, people would still at least be giving his music a chance. But it was like that was the tip of the iceberg. That's where it got he not even taking himself serious no more. That's when it started to really be clear when he drop a song like that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That was the clear indicator that this man don't even take his own self serious, bro. Dropping some music like this, that's tough.
it was the drugs that fried Dthang and made him fall off. Nobody knows how he went from allegedly making millions to having to use a public defender. But now it's looking like Dthang's gonna be cooked. Plus, there's rumors going around that Dthang is wanted in New York for even more charges, and he might get
wanted.
extradited up there after Florida is done with him. Dealing with cases in 2 different states is tough, but what will be really bad for Dthang is if the feds come in and take over the case like they did to Pooh Shiesty or NBA Youngboy. You're
Dang.
usually gonna do more time if the feds are the ones taking the case, especially if you don't have the money to hire a good lawyer.
Yeah.
A lot of fans say the Bronx drill wave is already dead. Dthang wanted to bring it all back and put New York drill in the spotlight again, but now there's no telling when it'll see daylight again.
Man, that's tough. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this, bro. I was not expecting to hear some of the stuff that I heard, though. I ain't gonna lie. I was not aware of some of these things. Like, them literally selling drugs to the undercover cops. I was not expecting to hear that. I didn't know that was even a thing that happened. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Do y'all think Dthang can make a comeback at any point? I think it's still possible. I feel like anything is always possible, but he down bad right now, bro. He at his lowest, bro. And I heard out his own mouth. He said out his own mouth that it's people out there supporting his music, like Von All 1700, some other rappers supporting his music, but people from his own block not supporting his music no more. I'm telling you, bro. It be your own people sometimes. Now, I'm not gonna lie, he did it to himself on certain extent, but there's people in his own people that he's still cool with that have not shared any of his music. It's like they gave up. Like they don't think his music is gonna be the way to get bread no more. That's tough. They done gave up on the dude. They done gave up. I ain't gonna lie. That is tough to see, honestly. The fact that his own mans don't even think that he good no more, or don't even support him on his dreams no more. That's tough. But y'all let me know, do y'all think he can make a comeback? He definitely could, but the chances, I would say, is a 10% chance to 90%. 90% chance that he's not gonna make a comeback. 10% chance he will, 90% chance he won't. But 10% is all you gotta look at, cause that's still a chance at the end of the day. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this. I'm curious what y'all gotta say, y'all. I'm gone.